we go.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
And welcome to Empowering the Business of You.
Yes, backyard talk, but this isn't our backyard.
Look at this beautiful view.
But we are in the hills of Northridge at the Braemar Country
Reseda.
Club. Reseda.
Yeah.
We're on Reseda Boulevard, but
Yes.
it's
It's Braemar Country Club.
in Tarzana?
In Tarzana.
Tarzana. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm in Northridge, so everything's in Northridge if you're in the middle,
Right.
kind of. So, but yeah, but we are here. Hey, good morning, Manny. It's good to see you.
Hey, everybody.
So,
This.
So basically, we're here because we have our weekly conversation on empowerment for you personally and for your business. It's a quick, hump day, midweek conversation meant to encourage, inspire, motivate, just make you, aware and open to some of the things that are going on around you.
That's very true.
So I'm
That's
really
true.
excited. So one of the things that we were talking about just in this season, we talked about giving thanks. We talked about this season for giving. We talked about
paying it forward.
Right. And what that means. And so here we are, fast approaching,
the Christmas holiday,
the holiday,
and Hanukkah,
Kwanzaa, just
any holiday for whatever your religious preference is.
Absolutely, for this season, and what it means that during this season that you take a moment to acknowledge, pause, be with family, be encouraged, but also, one of the things that I wanted to talk about, in this season, a lot of people get down and depressed. In this season, a lot of people, they realize some of the losses that they have because this time,
it's a first.
Yeah.
If you've lost someone this past year, this is a first. And it's one of many as you move through the year of grieving and you move through the year of loss. It's one of many firsts. And it's very difficult and can really bring you down into a very deep depression and sadness.
Yeah. And so, don't, the thing is that you have to allow for that. A lot of times people want you to just be happy or just go through it. And the thing is you have to give yourself permission and you have to give yourself the space to, to miss someone, to acknowledge someone.
It's okay. It's okay.
Absolutely. Be open to create new traditions. I remember the Father's Day after we had lost my father-in-law, we had his picture and we had a portion of the day that we spent just kind of remembering and reflecting on him. And it was a beautiful thing. And sometimes you just need to give yourself the space to do that.
And time. And here's the thing, and I tell my clients this all the time. There is no timeline for grief. I don't care who your therapist is, who your friends are, and what they tell you. There's no timeline. People grieve in different ways. They grieve for however long they grieve. And depending on the love could depend on the grief. And I have a friend of mine who lost her daughter at 9 years old. Wow. And her grief is so immense. She goes into a deep depression every year around the time of her birthday and around the time of her passing. And it's very difficult. I lost Mona 8 years ago, and it'll be 9 years in 2020. And there are times when I feel that grief, I feel that loss. And it took me several years to get to a place to where I can create new beginnings.
Yeah.
We were coming back from Arizona, from vacation, and it took me probably 3 years before I can even drive on that road.
Yeah.
And there's no timeline. Give yourself that time.
The other thing is that with the season in terms of depression, one of the things that happens is that, we sometimes begin to sit or look at what isn't there, or we think, I don't have this, or this is missing, or this is gone, or this is, hey Kayla, or this is...
it's not the same.
Yeah,
right.
And the thing is that we spend a lot of time comparing because it is such a materialistic, time of the year.
Right.
And so you've got kids asking for things, you've got, adults asking for things, you've got partners asking for things. things, and then it magnifies that there's a lack or that there's something wrong, or that, so all these things come up, and then you begin to wonder, and then plus it's the end of the year, and so you're dealing with these resolves and resolutions and what should be and what could be and what I don't have and what it needs to be, and so you're in this space, and then you can be spiraling in your mind unnecessarily because it is not, none of those things matter.
Right. You know, and it's so hard when you're feeling lost to actually give thanks, because in those moments when you're feeling that loss, you're literally in that space of like, what the hell do I have to be thankful for?
Yeah.
I just lost the most important thing in my life. I just lost the most important person. I just lost the most important person in my life. What do I have to be thankful for? And if you can just try and think of, what would your loved one want for you? What would your loved one want for you to have? What would your loved one want for you to be? And even though we feel the sadness and the loss of the lack of their presence, our loved ones and the people we've lost always want just the best for us, and they want us to have happiness. They want us to have joy. They want us to share and have connectivity with our friends, with our family, with our loved ones. And I think it's a difficult thing, but if you can just take baby steps.
It's a time, and it's a very serious issue, because it's a time a lot of people right now contemplate suicide and get into depression. And I'm just saying that during this time, during this season, as these things come up, and it might not be for you, it might be for young people in your life. It might not be for you, it might be for other people that are in your life that have these emotions that come up that say, you know what, I'm sad, something is wrong, it's not enough, I want to give up. And all I'm saying is that maybe in your flow, maybe in your process, what you want to do is you want to encourage someone, and you want to love on them during this season outside of the material things. You know what, I can't give you diamonds, but you know what, I love you, and this year is going to be amazing. And you know what, we don't have much, but let's get together. You know what, I found this beautiful picture of us, and I want to share it. Or you know what, I'm going to post something about how much I love you, or things that you can do that don't have to cost any money, but that just spread love, spread joy, encourage someone, because you can be pulling them out of a stupor. You could be preventing them from hurting themselves.
There's a story that I always go back to of a young man he's in junior high, and he's walking home from school, and he's got all his books. He's got all his books, and he's just walking home. He's got all his books, and all of a sudden his books fall out of his hands onto the ground. And a young man, one of his classmates, walks by and, hey, let me give you a hand with that. And he helps him up with his books, and he walks with him, and he talks with him. And what that young man didn't realize, his friend told him many years later. He goes, you know, you remember that day when I dropped my books and you helped me, and we walked together and we talked together? You saved my life, because I was bringing all my books home because I wasn't planning on going back to school. I was planning on going home and killing myself, and you changed that. Never underestimate the power that each one of you have, the power that you have to change and alter someone's perception, change and alter someone's decision, change and alter their ability to see their lives differently.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. I mean, you have the power to shift someone's day, to change their trajectory. Your voice, your kindness, your presence, your love, your touch, those things can change someone, and you could be the trigger that creates a snowball for them that says, you know what, I can do it, I can make it. Someone loves me, someone cares.
Someone sees
me.
That's it. Someone's sees
listening.
Me. Someone's listening. Someone cares. It's so simple.
Yeah.
You know, and piggybacking on what we talked about last week about paying it forward, there's no greater gift in this world, no greater gift in this world than to give of yourself to someone else.
Yeah.
Give of your time, give of your kind words, give of your love, give the best you have to offer to someone else. There's no greater gift in the world.
Definitely. So today for Wednesday, we want you to take that with you and
Yes.
remember that you are the gift.
You are the gift.
And you can definitely be the gift for someone else. Show love,
Yes.
show your caring,
Yes.
be there in terms of your listening. Show up for someone else.
Right.
Sometimes just showing up makes a huge difference. When someone sees that you came for them, then
Right.
that can just warm them and let them know, like, wow, you know what? I mean something to someone, and they thought
Right.
enough of me. So just don't underestimate your value, your presence, your words.
Your brilliance, your words, your worth.
Absolutely.
Never underestimate your worth. And I'm always here. Hit me up on Messenger if you need to talk.
Absolutely.
And we are going to continue this wonderful holiday season, a season
Yes.
of giving, a season of love, and a season of paying it forward. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Happy Wednesday.
And tune in next week again for Empowering the Business of You.
Yes.
And much love.
Bye.
Bye.